Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
I'm Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Dedeker and Jace teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. So, Jace and Dedeker, how are we doing today on this bright January day?
We're doing good, and we got a short one today. So, yeah.
Short and sweet? It's a
short and sweet. So, we can take our time, have fun with it. It might be really boring. I wonder if that's why this reading plan gave us a short one, because it might be really boring.
I mean, this reading plan has not done that for us in the past.
That's true.
Of really boring content. We'll take it easy on you and give you just a short selection from the Bible. No, it's mostly been the opposite.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, interesting, because the beginning of Joshua was so just action-packed.
It really was.
Really intense. We're gonna kill everyone and make the city fall over and, run around it 7 times and blow a bunch of trumpets. And then it's we're gonna tell you about all of these random cities and random people, the end. So it's too bad. It's pretty anticlimactic, actually.
I mean, you remember quite a lot from last time.
Yeah, what do you remember?
Oh, that's true.
What happened?
Well, I remember in the bonus that we did a little thing called, is this a pharmaceutical company? No, is this a
What did we call it? What did we call it from the beginning? What was the name of our game?
I'm looking. Oh, yes. Pokemon, Biblical City, or Pharmaceutical. There it is. So, yeah, because they all are quite similar. Dedeker and I got exactly 11 correct each, which is makes me angry because I thought that I won and I didn't. We tied, which is ridiculous. And, there were maps. There was a Caleb. Wait, there was a daughter.
What? Do you remember what happened with Caleb?
Yes, he had a daughter whose name was Aksha, I think.
Okay.
And that daughter asked him for some stuff, and he was like, "Sure, why not?"
What
and he
kind
gave
of
her
stuff?
He gave her some springs, so water everywhere, all the drops to drink. Water everywhere, all the drops to drink.
Yeah,
and
great.
And also he gave her to this guy because he was like, men out there, if you do something cool, which I think was take over a city or something, I don't know, then you can have my daughter. And so this guy did it, and then he got her. Yeah, the end. So that was essentially what happened. And
awesome.
Then we read a bunch of names. Oh my gosh, did we read all the names?
We did read a lot of names. We in great detail described all the borders of each tribe's inheritance. Now that we're here, yeah.
And I got some bad news. I know this is shoddy, but I think it's going to be more of the same.
That's what I was saying. I think
very detailed descriptions of land, but it's okay because we get to drink while we do that.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of which, what are we drinking today? What are you drinking, Emily?
I'm having a hard kombucha.
Oh.
Very hard, very kombucha. Yeah.
So hard, much kombucha.
It's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's nice because it does get you a little buzzed. However, you're also putting wonderful probiotics into your body. So, those things are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's very tasty. It's a lemongrass kombucha, hard kombucha. So,
nice.
Yum. Lemongrass.
Sounds
nice.
Tasty and refreshing. I'm
Indeed.
having another hot buttered rum because the Winterfest mood is still upon me.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Beautiful. How wonderful.
And I'm having a beer that we got from our friend Kurt, but is not one that he made. This is one that he just recommended. It's by the Chainline Brewing Company, and it's called Pedal Genesis Bourbon Barrel Aged Porter. And it definitely has that very sweet bourbon-y thing, and it's probably strong, 8%. So,
that's decent.
Decent.
It's pretty strong.
Not
Pedal Genesis?
not over the top. Pedalgenesis, right?
That's cool because it has the word Genesis in it, so it's biblical in a way already.
It's got a picture of a person riding one of those old-timey bicycles with the huge front wheel.
A penny farthing.
Ooh,
Sure.
Isn't that what that's called?
A penny
I think
dreadful.
so.
Yep.
A penny dreadful.
Eva Green. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a penny farthing. Yep.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well done.
Hipsters and stuff.
All right.
So
So today we are reading 3 chapters of Joshua 16, 17, and 18. Like we said, they're pretty short. And so, buckle up and get ready to read some probably really boring stuff, but not for very long.
I
So
appreciate
with
that you gave me the shortest one this week, considering how long and arduous last week's freaking chapter was that I had to read. So thank you. You're letting me off the hook slightly here.
Yeah. All right. We want to remind everyone to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
You can drink along with us, or you can listen to us while you're riding your penny farthing.
But please do not do both at the same time. That would be probably a very bad idea. And with that, on to Joshua 16. The lot came out for the children of Joseph from the Jordan at Jericho. How many J's can we put in the sentence? Wow, there's going to be even more watch. At the waters of Jericho on the east, even the wilderness going up from Jericho through the hill country to Bethel. That was all one sentence, or what? No, that was even only part of a sentence, semicolon. And it went out from Bethel to Luz, and passed along to the border of the Archites to Ataroth.
So I learned that
yes.
Luz, L-U-Z, is pronounced Luth, and I only know that
in Hebrew?
How,
I don't
or
know.
in,
I don't know about Hebrew, but
or in Castilian Spanish.
I knew someone named
exactly.
Luth.
You're thinking Castilian Spanish.
But
Luth.
so Luth.
Luz.
You know what? I'm not going to call it that.
Luz?
This is not of the Spaniard Castilian time. I don't know that it's called Luth.
Yeah, I don't think any of this is Spanish related right now.
I mean, yes, I would agree with that.
Not at the moment, but yes. But that's pretty funny. Oh, are you looking it up? What are you finding?
Of course he is.
Luz. I don't know if that's true. It's like a computer-generated Luz.
Luz. Well, I say we commit to Luz.
Good. Okay. So Luz, and passed along the border of the Archites to Ataroth, and it went down westward to the border of the Japhletites. Japhletites.
What? This sounds profane, Emily.
What? Read it. It looks profane. There is the word titis in it.
I see Japhletites.
I see Japhletites also.
Well, this hard kombucha is doing the trick, okay? Japhletites. To the border of Beth Horon. Beth Horon the lower, even to Gezer, and the goings out of it were at the sea. The children of Joseph, Manasseh, and Ephraim took their inheritance. The border of the children of Ephraim, according to their families, was thus. The border of their inheritance eastward was Ataroth Adar to Beth Horon, the upper, and the border went out westward at, Michmeath.
Michmeath, huh?
Michmeath, okay.
Okay, great.
Well, look it up. Look, what is that? What do you think that says? Michmeth.
I would say Michmethoth. That's what I would say.
Michmethoth.
Okay. What would you say?
Michmethoth.
Michmethoth? Michmethoth. Michmethoth.
I would say the TH is like a aspirated T, like a T.
What about like a Michelada? Those are pretty
Like
tasty.
a michelada, yeah.
No, that's a michelada.
Is it? Oh, a michelada, right.
Oh, boy. Well, we're just really messing it up
A
all over the place.
michelada. What's a michelada? Okay.
What's a
It's a
michelada with you?
It's very good. Okay, we're gonna keep going. A Michmalath, whatever, I don't know, on the north, and the border turned about eastward to Tanith Silo, and passed along it on the east of Janoah, and it went down from Janoah to Ataroth to Narath. No. Narath. And reached to Jericho and went out at the Jordan. From Tapua, the border went along westward to the brook of Cana, and the goings out of it were at the sea. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Ephraim according to their families, together with the cities which were set apart for the children of Ephraim. Was all of that Ephraim? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Ephraim according to their families, together with the cities which were set apart for the children of Ephraim, in the midst of the inheritance of the children of Manasseh, all the cities with their villages. They didn't drive out the Canaanites who lived in Gezer, but the Canaanites dwell in the midst of Ephraim to this day and are become servants to do forced labor.
What?
Jeez.
And are become servants to do forced labor.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There's a lot of questions there. So is it like, okay, we didn't drive them out. They still live there.
We're
plans.
enslaving them?
We have plans to make them slaves. Or is it
No,
that
I think
they
this
did?
is saying at the time of the telling of this, they are become, meaning like they are now. That's why when you see those Gezer Canaanite servants, that's why.
That's why they're around.
This is why.
This old Gezer Canaanites.
That's why we didn't completely slaughter them.
Right, because now they're doing forced
Yeah.
labor for us.
Cool.
Weird. It's such a
All
weird
right.
little mention.
Yeah.
To just be like, all these cities, except this one, we didn't drive them out. But that's why.
That's happened before. Where there's been like, except for these guys, like, we just left them.
But now they're. But this kind of happened last week, right?
Yes.
Where there was a group that became the water carriers, the ones who tricked them
Yes, the
into
tricksy
not
ones.
killing
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, well. All right, I'm going to.
Well, that was it for that chapter. It was a big shorty, even though I had a really hard time pronouncing all of those words, so I'm glad that it wasn't longer. Now you get to have fun. Enjoy.
Okay, all right, Joshua 17. This was the lot for the tribe of Manasseh, for he was the firstborn of Joseph. As for Machir, the firstborn of Manasseh, the father of Gilead, because he was a man of war, therefore he had Gilead and Bashan.
He was a jellyfish?
Because he was.
No one got my jellyfish
he was a
reference.
jellyfish.
It just wasn't very
God
funny.
bless it. Oh.
As for.
Goodness.
I'm trying to
Meanie.
understand this sentence here. As for Machir, the firstborn of Manasseh. Okay, so he's the firstborn.
Uh-huh.
The father of Gilead, who I guess is now a person today, maybe? Because he was a man of war, therefore he had Gilead and Bashan.
Do you want to look up a different translation?
This is oh boy.
To the message.
It's just really
To
it's
the
hard to
message.
read, guys.
To the message.
It's hard to read. I mean, even like are become servants to do forced labor. I mean, I get it. I get what it's saying, but it's like, wow, okay, did we really have to put it in that way? I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of
Apparently
like
we
it.
did.
It's charming.
It's charming. World English Bible translation, you're charming. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go with that.
Okay, here we go. The Message Bible says, "This is the lot that fell to the people of Manasseh, Joseph's firstborn." And then in parentheses, Gilead and Bashan had already been given to Machir, Manasseh's firstborn and father of Gilead, because he was an outstanding fighter.
So as in the places called Gilead and Bashan were given to this guy because he was so great at punching other guys?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Punching other guys.
I would not have picked that up on the first read through, but thank you, the message.
Yeah, okay, so as for Machir, the firstborn of Manasseh, the father of Gilead, so maybe also he had a son named Gilead.
Sure, why not?
Maybe. Because he was a man of war, a.k.a. good at punching,
Sure.
therefore he had Gilead and Bashan. So he already had these cities.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. Verse 2. So the lot was for the rest of the children of Manasseh according to their families. For the children of Abiezer, and for the children of Helek, and for the children of Asriel, and for the children of Shechem, and for the children of Hefer, and for the children of Shemida, these were the male children of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, according to their families. Okay, but cephalopod, no. But
I know, that does look like cephalopod.
But Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh. Okay, so there's the whole.
There's the lineage.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
had no sons but daughters.
Oh, dang it.
Mhm. These are the names of his daughters: Mala, Noah, Hogla.
Noah?
No,
Yeah.
we've seen these. We've seen
These
these
are the
ladies
ones
before. These are
before
the ones
who
these are the
inherited
ones.
land, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mala and Noah, Hogla, Milcah, and Tirzah. It's an extra and thrown in there between 1 and 2. They came near before Eleazar the priest, and before Joshua the son of Nun, and before the princes, saying, Yahweh commanded Moses to give us an inheritance among our brothers. Therefore, according to the commandment of Yahweh, he gave them an inheritance among the brothers of their father. There fell 10 parts to Manasseh, besides the land of Gilead and Bashan, which is beyond the Jordan, because the daughters of Manasseh had inheritance among his sons. The land of Gilead belonged to the rest of the sons of Manasseh. I'm really not following this very much, but I'm going to see if it makes sense eventually.
I don't know what's happening.
The border of Manasseh was from Asher to Michmetath, which is before Shechem, and the border went along to the right hand to the inhabitants of En Tappuah. The land of Tappuah belonged to Manasseh, but Tupperware on the border of Manasseh belonged to the children of Ephraim. Okay, so they kind of butted up against each other there. The border went down to the brook of Kanah, southward of the brook. These cities belonged to Ephraim among the cities of Manasseh, and the border of Manasseh was on the north side of the brook, and the goings out of it were at the sea. South.
See, I doubt these brooks are even there anymore. Like, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder if, like, probably some biblical scholar, like, went around and tried to find this specific place and then, like, map out, like, really exactly
there has
where
to be.
these things are.
Oh yeah, there's like a billion
with the brooks
maps
and all that.
There's a billion maps
Yeah.
online of some rough sketches of where each tribe would have been.
Yeah.
We'll have to post some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can Google it. There's a bunch out there. Okay, so the border went down to the brook of Kanah, southward of the brook. These cities belonged to Ephraim among the cities of Manasseh, and the border of Manasseh was on the north side of the brook, and the goings out of it were at the sea.
Good.
Wow.
Okay,
So
that's
all the way up
happened
to the
with
sea.
all of the brooks, though.
Well,
Where else is it going to go out?
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I thought it meant the going out of the land meant that their land went all the way to the sea.
I feel like these goings out have always referred
always
to
the brook? Okay.
moving water.
Okay, all right. The goings out of it were at the sea. Southward it was Ephraim's, and northward it was Manasseh's, and the sea was his border. Okay, so I was right about that.
Okay,
And they reached to Asher on the north and to Issachar on the east. Manasseh had in Issachar and in Asher Beth-shean and its towns, and Ibleam. Ibleam.
What? No,
Ibli, Studio Ghibli?
Yeah.
Studio
Ibli?
Ghibli.
What? Let me see this.
With an I.
Ibleam.
I bleem.
I
I bleem.
I
bleem of Bleeny.
Gosh.
Oh, yeah, I bleem of Genie.
And its towns, and the inhabitants of Dor. That's from Game of Thrones, right? Dor?
No, that's Dorn.
Dorn, right, okay. And the inhabitants of Dor, and its towns, and the inhabitants of Endor.
Oh, where the
Oh,
Ewoks
sweet.
live.
What?
Dang.
And its towns.
Yeah.
And
How cute.
and the inhabitants of Tanakh and its towns, and the inhabitants of Megiddo and its towns, even the 3 heights. Oh, Of course.
Even the 3 heights. My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
The 3 heights. Sweet.
In the heights.
In the heights, yes. That children of Manasseh were in the heights. Yet.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh, here we go again. Yet the children of Manasseh couldn't drive out the inhabitants of those cities.
Them too.
But the Canaanites would dwell in that land. It happened when the children of Israel had grown strong that they put the Canaanites to forced labor and didn't utterly drive them out.
Oh, good.
Great.
Oh, good.
Great.
Not
Glad.
utterly.
So glad. The children of Joseph spoke to Joshua, saying, "Why have you given me but 1 lot and 1 part for an inheritance, seeing I am a great people, because hitherto Yahweh has blessed me?"
Jeez. Okay. Poor Joshua. Everyone's disputing now. We've
for sure.
Okay. Even going back to freaking like Leviticus and Deuteronomy, we've already been talking about how we're going to split up this land. Okay, it's going to be this way. Okay, we're going to split it up this way, and still people are having a problem with it.
Yeah. Because everyone was like, yeah, whatever, as if that's ever going to happen. And now that it's happened.
They're like, no, I want this brook. Yeah, I want that brook.
But this brook has it going out at the sea, and I want that one.
Yeah, exactly.
And these heights.
In the heights.
Joshua said to them, "If you're a great people, go up to the forest and cut down for yourself there in the land of the Perizzites and of the Rephaim, since the hill country of the Ephraim is too narrow for you."
Whoa. Dang.
Yeah. The children of Joseph said, "The hill country is not enough for us, and all the Canaanites who dwell in the land of the valley have chariots of iron.
Oh, jeez.
Both they who are in Beth Shean and its towns, and they who are in the valley of Jezreel."
Jezreel.
Joshua, just getting very Jezreel up in here. Joshua spoke to the house of Joseph, even to Ephraim and Manasseh, saying, "You are a great people and have great power. You shall not have 1 lot only, but the hill country shall be yours. For though it is a forest, you shall cut it down, and the goings out of it shall be your."
Oh,
What?
great.
Shall be your. Yep.
Just your? Not yours?
Just your.
No,
Says
just
here.
your.
"And the goings out of it shall be your. For you shall drive out the Canaanites, though they have chariots of iron, and though they are strong."
Okay, hold on. So this conversation, let me review this conversation that just happened.
Recap
Let
for
me
us.
recap. Okay, children of Joseph are like, "Hey, we don't like the land that you've given us. We need more land.
It's just
We
not
need
enough.
better land. It's not enough. We need more." And Joseph is like,
Joshua.
I'm sorry, dang it. Okay, Joshua is like, "Why don't you go up onto the hill country? Just go, cut down the trees. You can make space for yourself." And then the children of Joseph are like, "No, but there's Canaanites in the hill country, and they have chariots
They
made
have
of
cool
iron,
cars."
and it's really intimidating." And then Joshua is like, okay, well, this is what you're going to do. I don't care. You're going to go up to the hill country, you're going to cut down the trees, and I don't give any flying freaks that the Canaanites are there with their iron chariots. You're going to destroy them anyway, so march your tail right back around, Buster, and get up in that hill country.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds about right.
Joshua's just like, "Nope, not hearing any of this."
It's like, too bad. Don't care. Too bad, so sad.
I guess at that point, he's probably so sick of all of them squibbling and squabbling over their inheritance that he's just like, "I don't care. I told you that's what you get. That's what you get. Go deal with it."
Yeah. But I do like, though, if we want to read into the diplomaticness of Josh in a way, I'm just going to call him Josh. I'm going to call you Josh.
Josh, bro.
So the fact that Josh is he's like, "Oh, you're right. You guys are so great. And that's why it's not going to be a problem for you." And then they're like, "Oh, dang it. He caught us." We're talking about how great we are, and now we can't say we need something else because then that means we're not great.
Tried to go in for the promotion, and then he's like, "You're right. You should have more responsibility here."
True. Jeez.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, I wonder what's going to happen. Do you think we're going to hear any more of this story, or is it just we're just going to leave the children of Joseph at that?
How much longer is this book? I'm already asking these questions, but...
Do you mean Joshua or do you mean the Bible?
No. I mean Joshua, this book of the Bible.
Let's see,
we have 2 more episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. Okay. 6 chapters left after this?
6 chapters after this next one that Dedeker's about to read.
I'm assuming that we will get a little bit more action eventually, but that time may not be right now. But maybe it will.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
let's see. Joshua 18. The whole congregation of the children of Israel assembled themselves together at Shiloh and set up the tent of meeting there, and the land was subdued before them.
Mm-hmm.
There remained among the children of Israel 7 tribes, which had not yet divided their inheritance. Joshua said to the children of Israel, "How long are you slack to go in to possess the land, which
You
Yahweh,
slack?
the God of your fathers, has given you?"
What's a slack?
Oh, so they're just like hanging out. They're just like
Oh.
hanging out, not in Canaan, and he's like, "Dude, we
Yeah.
have the land. Go take it."
Go. Yeah.
Go get
Exactly.
it. Go
Yeah.
get it.
Appoint for you 3 men of each tribe, and I will send them, and they shall arise and walk through the land, and describe it according to their inheritance, and they shall come to me.
Describe
They
it.
shall divide it.
What?
I
So
I
this
don't-
land
I don't
was
know, man.
like there were some rocks and it was pretty like nice in color.
lots of brooks,
I saw
very
a cool
brook
hill.
heavy.
Yeah. Not a lot of vegetation, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
What do other translations say?
Yeah, let's see. The message says, pick 3 men from each tribe so I can commission them. They will survey and map the land,
Oh, yeah.
showing the inheritance due each tribe, and report back to me.
I see. Okay.
So maybe they have to go and because Moses had kind of spelled this out before, they've got to go and then be like, okay, he said 30 paces from the hill next to
For some reason,
this
he knew very
spring.
specifically about all of the landmarks in this land,
Right.
even though we haven't
It's-
been there before.
I guess because of God or something.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
God now.
Yeah, so
Alright.
Yahweh now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they're out there with their sextants and their what are those things called that they measure surveying
Distances with,
like
like,
surveying
yeah, that
tools?
tripod.
Meter 6. Yes.
Ah.
Yes. They definitely
Can you
do
imagine,
meter
like,
six.
just
when
like
you're trying to walk down the sidewalk and there's a freaking surveyor there with 6 meter sticks out on the sidewalk, and you're like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm trying to walk here."
and he's like, I'm trying to use my meter sticks here, so get out of the way.
Although I suppose at this time they wouldn't have been meter sticks, but they would have been span
Bands.
sticks.
Well, then you would have just used your arm, right?
So they're
There's a bunch of
like
guys
crawling on the
soldier
ground.
Soldier crawling, just one elbow in front of the other, man. Okay.
Boy.
Okay.
Wow, well, this sounds like a great job.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're walk through. Now describe it according to their inheritance, and they shall come to me. They shall divide it into 7 portions. Judah shall abide in his border on the south, and the house of Joseph shall abide in their border on the north. You shall describe the land into 7 portions, and bring the description here to me. And I will cast lots for you here before Yahweh our God.
Oh.
I see. So, okay, 3 men from each tribe. So
Yep.
that's how we keep it, make sure things are equally divided.
Right.
And
It's
then-
all of you have to go together,
Yes,
divvy it up,
divvy it
but
up.
you don't know which one you're
You
going
don't
to
get to pick it, so that's encourages
Right.
you to make it equal. Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well done.
Okay, divided in 7 portions. Yes, bring it to me. I will cast lots for you here before Yahweh our God. For the Levites have no portion among you, for the priesthood of Yahweh is their inheritance. And Gad and Reuben and the half-tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance beyond the Jordan eastward, which Moses the servant of Yahweh gave them. Okay, the men arose and went. And Joshua charged those who went to describe the land, saying, Go and walk the land, and describe it, and come
Yes.
again to me, and I will cast lots for you here before Yahweh and Shiloh. We need a drink because that was all.
Oh,
we're
yeah,
talking
repetition.
about.
Yep.
I'm assuming it's going to
Okay.
happen a lot here.
Yes, the men went and passed through the land and described it by cities into 7 portions in a book.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, they, put
wrote
it
a
in
cool
a
book
little,
about it.
little book.
It's in a book. Reading
Reading
Rainbow.
Rainbow.
And they came to Joshua to the camp at Shiloh. Joshua cast lots for them in Shiloh before Yahweh, and there Joshua divided the land to the children of Israel according to their divisions. Here we go. The lot of the tribe of the children of Benjamin came up according to their families.
Sorry, no, wrong
That
guy.
doesn't-
Wrong
yeah.
guy,
I
wrong guy.
like it though. And the border of their lot went out between the children of Judah and the children of Joseph. Their border was on the north quarter Their border on the north quarter was from the Jordan, and the border went up to the side of Jericho on the north, and went up through the hill country westward, and the goings out of it were at the wilderness of Beth Aven.
See, the goings out are not always to the sea.
Okay, yes, you're right. You're right. The border passed along from there to Luz. At the side of
It's
Luz.
pronounced Luth. No, I'm kidding. It is Luz.
Oh, but well,
Jace, why were you like Luth?
Because I had a friend whose name was Luth.
Yeah, I know. We've been through this, but it's just funny because your friend has nothing to do with the Bible.
Emily's really,
she's really
really
sassing.
chastising you for bringing any friendship into this podcast.
Oh no, I'm laughing. We're all friends here.
Okay, here's the interesting part. To the side of Luz, the same as Bethel. So Luz, Bethel, same thing.
Okay.
Really?
Southward.
Okay.
And the border went down to Ataroth Adar, by the mountain that lies on the south of Beth Horon, the lower. The border extended there and turned about on the west quarter southward from the mountain that lies before Beth Horon southward, and the goings out of it were at Kiriath Baal. The same is Kiriath Jearim, a city.
Jearim.
Jearim. Kiriath Jearim. A city is the. Now I lost my place.
I'm jeering at you. Sorry.
Okay.
The Darjeeling Limited.
Darjeeling Limited is
yes.
the same. A city of the children of Judah. This was the west quarter. The south quarter was from the uttermost part of Kiriath Jearim, and the border went out westward and went out to the spring of the waters of Nephtoah. Oh, and the border went down to the uttermost part of the mountain that lies before the valley of the son of Hinnom. Hinnom, he protect, he attack. Hinnom nom nom. The son of Hinnom, which is in the valley of Rephaim northward, and it went down to the valley of Hinnom, to the side of the Jebusite southward, and went down to En Rogel. Also kind of like Seth Rogen, I guess.
Yeah,
he's
En
come
Rogel.
back again.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
But it went down to Seth Rogen.
He's
he
got to
was-
get a part in our play here. Okay.
Well, he was the Green
yeah,
Hornet.
he was the
movie.
Hornet.
The Hornet.
The
yes.
Hornet.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. How can
And-
I forget an ever important part of the Bible?
And it extended northward and went out at En Shemesh. En Shemesh. You're so En Shemesh right now. And went out to Geliloth, which is over against the ascent of Adumim. And it went down to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben.
I appreciate Odedeker every single time she says a name. She's like, and it's Boham and Adamimim and Shemesh.
I gotta
And
keep myself
I was-
entertained. The
No, I
listeners
mean, it's
also
great.
can't see, but I'm doing like an interpretive dance.
You
to
are, yes.
Get a sense
She
of the
is, yeah.
directions and
You're
the
moving
things
like,
flowing and
yeah, your arms a lot of arm movement.
So Bohan, the son of Reuben, and it passed along to the side, over against the Arabah northward, and went down to the Arabah, and the border passed along to the side of Beth Hogla, Hogwarts, northward, and the goings out of the border were at the north bay of the Salt Sea, at the south end of the Jordan. This was the south border. Oh, okay, we're so close, Okay, here we go.
So close, so close.
The Jordan was the border of it on the east quarter. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, by the borders of it round about, according to their families. Now, the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, according
If
to
you
their
keep doing
families.
that, I swear I will lose my mind.
Okay. Now, the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, according to their families, were Jericho, and Beth Hogwarts, and Emekezes, and Beth Arabah.
I love that so much.
And Zemaraim, and Bethel, and Avim, and Parah, and Oprah. Oh my God.
What? Oh my gosh. What?
Ophrah.
Oh.
Ophrah. Ophrah.
Of course, Oprah Winfrey would make herself
She really
in the Bible,
would.
like put her name in the Bible,
She would
like
be
she
here,
would make an appearance in the
just
Bible.
making everything magical and fantastic.
No, I love it. We need like an appearance of Oprah as like all of these names are being listed off in our
yeah.
movie, and then all of a sudden just like Oprah appears and is like, "You get a piece of land, and you get a piece
That's
of land,
exactly
and you
what's
get a piece of
happening.
land."
That's what this is.
I
You
love
get
it.
some
I
land,
love
and
it.
you get some land, and you get
Perfect.
inheritance,
And you get a brook.
and you get a spring.
Yeah. And you get slaves from the people that are here. Great.
Gosh.
From Canaanites.
You get forced labor.
boy.
Sorry, Canaanites. Came to the wrong taping.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Oprah, and Trafar Ammonai, and Ophni, and Gibah, 12 cities with their villages, Gibeon, and Ramah, and Beeroth, and Mizpah, and Chephirah, and Moza,
And Mozart.
and Mozart,
Yeah,
and
it
Rechem,
looked like Mozart.
and Irpeel, and Teralah, and Zillah, Eleph, and the Jebusite, the same as Jerusalem. Finally, something I recognize.
Oh, wait, Jebusite is Jerusalem?
Apparently so.
Whoa.
That's
Plot
what it
twist.
says.
Okay.
Plot twist. Here at the last second. Gibeath and Kiriath, 14 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Benjamin according to their families. That's the end.
Wow.
Okay, how many other tribes do we have? Because how much longer is this going to go?
Yeah, I'm worried
Yeah.
that this is
Just
going to be
wondering.
the rest of
How many
Joshua.
How many did we get here? So there
Well,
were 7.
There were 7.
3.
And then of those
3.
7, we got to what? They went out, and then he cast lots.
Uh-huh.
And has he only done Benjamin so
He's
far?
only done Benjamin.
no.
No. Really? Oh no! Oh yeah, you're right. Because I accidentally put up chapter 19 and Simeon's next.
No.
So yeah,
Okay, okay.
Freddie doesn't like it either.
This is maybe a little bit of a spoiler, but I
Oh.
do know that at some point in Joshua, we're going to get Joshua dying. And there's going to
Really?
be a whole thing about Joshua
Sweet.
dying.
Yes. Awesome. Yes.
Emily loves death.
She loves it when the patriarchs die. So
yeah. Smash the patriarchy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joshua's death probably won't happen for another
Till the end.
probably not till the next episode. So not not the next one, but the one after that, the last episode of Joshua.
Oh right.
I would guess.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You,
Well,
you know,
the big finale.
so I had a thought while Dedeker was reading that, and I found myself just entirely spacing out.
Of course.
And
Obviously.
Not surprised.
How could you not?
Well, and
I'm
it-
assuming the listeners did too.
I can only hope so, yeah. But it reminded me of the shipping news. Or
Oh,
the
yeah.
shipping report, the shipping
Yeah,
news.
like the shipping times or the shipping schedule.
So I just learned about this like last year, pretty recently. But it's this like radio program that I think still happens in the UK, I think, that it's basically all sort of in a kind of code that has to do with weather coming into different areas and things like that. But it sounds like nonsense to someone who doesn't know what it means. But it's something that for many years has been a thing that people listen to go to sleep. Because it's like someone talking, and it's not like gibberish, it's real words that you understand, but they just don't mean anything when they're put together. And so people put it on as like background noise. And I feel like this section of the Bible and like these sections would be that, right? Because it's a bunch of like understandable English words mixed together with unintelligible names. And they just kind of like go. And I bet if you read this in sort of a more matter-of-fact way, it would actually be a great sleep aid.
Oh, if I was just like reading it, let me see here. The Jordan was the border of it on the east quarter. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, by the borders of it round about, according to their families. Now the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, according to their families, were Jericho, and Beth Hogla, and Emek Keziz, and Beth Arabah, and Zemar.
You could do that for a living.
I'm already putting
it's
myself
great.
to sleep. Jeez.
Yeah, but it's good. I mean, I like that, and yes, that would definitely put anyone to sleep. It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah,
rather
it's
soothing
the shipping-
when done like that.
Yeah.
The shipping reports, is that what it
The
is?
shipping forecast.
The shipping forecast.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Ah.
So if you listen, it sounds very similar, that like cadence of the way you do it.
The area forecast for the next 24 hours. Viking, north at Zira, westerly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 at first, backing southerly 5 to 7 later. Showers.
So yeah, it's basically the same thing. And this is the perfect sleep aid. So just tell all your friends,
Great.
Drunk Bible Study, episode 85, if you're trying to get to sleep, this is the one. All right.
All of our interjections may
Yeah, that's
be
true.
difficult for that, but whatever.
That's
you
true.
can go for it and try it out.
Maybe if enough people are interested, we could record an alternate version that is the sleep aid
Just
version.
Dedeker doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right. Thank you all for joining us for Bible study today. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including ad-free episodes, early releases, and a personal toast on the show, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and then write us a nice review on iTunes or Stitcher, letting other people know what you like about it. Find us on Twitter at Drunk Bible Cast, on Instagram at Drunk Bible Study, or send us an email to info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is created and produced by Emily Matlack, Dedeker Winston, and me, Jace Lindgren. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. For more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.